Hello and welcome to SPSS 1, starting from question 4. So we're going to import the class survey data into SPSS. So this is what it looks like in Excel. This is how it downloads initially, full of these kind of strange formats. So the paste worksheet next door to it, I've just pasted in without the formats. But still, you could import this into SPSS as it's asking a question for, but you get a horrible mess because this top row, it would try to take those long pieces of text full of spaces and so on as the variable names, and it would be very messy. Which is why I put another one in here called SPSS, which has actually got all the same data from rows 2 downwards, but row 1 is much shorter. I've just made much shorter variable names. So variable names have to be quite short. They can be up to 32 characters, I think, but usually best to keep them much shorter than that. Can't start with a number, and they can't have any spaces in. So if you want to separate words out, what we do is use that underscore, so environmental value, env underscore value, and so on. So that's what we're going to use. The rest of the spreadsheets here is just that shows the steps for doing the coding and then the analysis in Excel. So it's quite complicated. You don't need to know that stuff unless you're interested. You can look at it there. There's the analysis I showed you briefly of how there seems to be some links between the variables, like diets and people's beliefs. So SPSS is the one you need. So you can close that, save it if you haven't saved it, go to SPSS, and then imports time. So file, import data, Excel, there we go. So brings up this, select the right spreadsheet, open it up. It takes a while to generate the preview, eventually gets there. And you can see at the moment, kind of looks okay in the data sense, but the variable is a complete mess because it's looking at the first sheet. So you need to change this to SPSS and then get the right variables that I typed in. Just check you've got those ones all selected because they're quite good. Options, and eventually it appears on a different screen handily. Then you can close that one. You should have saved that EIDG data. So here's the class survey data. And now, before we can analyze it, it looks kind of okay. The variable names are fine. The problem is that these things here, as you can see if you click inside it, they're all actually stored as text. And in the variable view, you can see they're all string variables. So all these string variables, we really need to change the code so they're numbers representing the string values. So that would be the major bit of work we do before we can do the analysis. So that will be covered in the next few videos. But for now, thanks for watching.